stardust, so shine.
Peace and blessings, family, and welcome to Labors of Love podcast. We are here to inspire, uplift, and enlighten. Each episode, we will be hearing from Black midwives, doulas, and other traditional childbirth supporters who have dedicated their lives to being of service to Black mothers and families in all aspects of the motherhood journey. This evening, I have the privilege of speaking with Hafeeza Ture, owner of Infinite Energy, which is a holistic healing brand that offers everything from salves to soul cleansing ceremonies. Kali is a high priestess in an African tradition and aims to heal as many souls as she can in any way she can. She has always been very empathic to others and had the attitude of we need to lead with love. So in 2017, she made a plan to do something about it. Through her counseling, she has assisted over 100 clients, and her products have made it all the way to the UK. She's now training to be a montrice and midwife, allowing her the opportunity to assist babies as well as adults. Thank you for joining us this evening. Welcome. All right, welcome. I am so grateful to have you with us this evening. We have Hafeeza Ture joining us here on Labors of Love. So I'm excited to jump into this conversation. Yes.
I'm excited too.
Good. So just as we usually started off, what were your messages growing up prior to you coming into a lot of the knowledge and awareness that you have now? What were the messages and the things you experienced around childbirth growing up?
Well, I'm the eldest of about 9. So I had a lot of siblings. So, as a younger child, I didn't really want children of my own because there was so many around me. But as time progressed, it dawned on me that it wasn't really because of my siblings. It was more so because of the weight of the world, if that makes sense. And I found myself asking to I have like in prayer, asking myself to asking for a little leeway when it comes to making sure that I'm able to take care of my children on my own when I conceive. I also found myself saying that I didn't want to have children while the world was so messed up, if that makes sense. And I was always into watching Dr. G, who is a how you call it why a mortician.
Okay,
She's a
really?
mortician and she does, well, I don't know if it comes on anymore, but back then she came on TLC and she did Y incisions. And I remember one episode where a girl was pregnant and she did not know. And she came home from college to visit her mom and she fell asleep on the couch, eating snacks, watching TV. And she died suddenly and nobody knew why she died. And it was because it was an ectopic pregnancy and the baby was growing in her tubes and she bled internally into her stomach cavity. So I was into that, and I was also into birthday and special delivery where the people were given birth on TV. And my grandmom who raised me was always like, you're so weird. You're like 6 years old and you're into stuff like this. And I always saying, I want to be the one that you see when you leave, and I want to be the one that you see when you get here.
Oh, wow. So that's amazing and really speaks to how exposure can really shape, perception and kind of put you on your path. So you experience I guess what the reality of parenthood and what it means to take care of children, especially a lot of children, and then the exposure to kind of the scientific side of how things happen and how things come
How
to
the
be.
body works and all of that good stuff. Then in high school, I had the nerve to make my trade because I went to a trade school, early childhood development. So I have a 90-hour certificate in childhood and my CPR license and all of that good stuff too.
Yes, no, that's beautiful. And it all ties in together because it truly is interconnected. So it sounds like you've always had like a passion for health, the body, wellness. So how did that kind of move you into where you are with your products and things like that, and then we'll get into the doula stuff.
Okay. So after high school, right? After high school, I did go to college for a little while, to a community college for a little bit. And I was targeting mortuary science.
Okay.
Um, but I stopped at like economics and law, because of the stuff that had to learn. I was just kind of like,
Turned off.
yeah, it turned me off. So I stopped going to school, and I was working for a little while. And while I was working, I had moved out on my own and everything with my boyfriend. And it was just teaching me a lot about self. Like, I had started my locks, and my locks was falling out and
Wow.
everything. I was so stressed. I never really had time to pour back into myself. So one day I woke up and was like, I'm not going back.
Okay. Yeah.
And I was trying to replenish myself and figure out, okay, I had these locks for this long. I moisturized it just fine. Why is everything falling out? You understand what I'm saying? So I started taking a different approach and started making stuff myself
Mm,
instead of buying store-bought products. And I started making stuff with carrots. The first one was carrot avocado cream. That
mhm,
was the first. And my family members and friends started realizing how my skin had cleared up, because I had like really bad acne and everything. And
mm,
they noticed how my skin was clearing up and how my locks were like spongy and not
mm.
hard. And then they realized, like, oh, it's like growing back and it's nice and shiny. And they're like, what are you doing to your hair and your skin? And I'm like, well, you know, everything that you put in your hair comes out through your skin, right? Like, so I'm not doing anything but putting these carrots in my hair. And they're like, carrots? Yeah,
Yeah.
carrots.
That is,
So it
yeah.
kind of expanded afterwards. When my mom started getting sick, she had
Mm,
reoccurring ovarian cysts and had to pass kidney stones and stuff like that. So my mother's nectar salve, which is made of dandelions and violet leaf, actually started off as a tea.
okay.
And then she went into surgery and had, like, you know, scars and scar tissue and stuff. So I read that, if you put them on your skin, it do the same thing. So let's tag team this thing. And she was up in the week painting the kitchen. I said, what are you doing?
Oh, wow.
So I feel good. I don't know what you put in that stuff.
No, it's time to sit down. No, we gotta let the healing work. We got
Yes. I'm like, Mom, what you doing?
yeah, so that definitely speaks to like just having that healing energy,
Mhm.
early on, and really being able to um help other people.
And I
So
think
that's
that that's really what shook it. It really was like my mom calling me in tears. Like, she called me and was crying so bad. I did not recognize who she was. Like,
oh,
and I'm like, who is this? She's like, it's your mother. I'm like, what is wrong with you? I went into panic. And then, like, her being in the hospital, I'm getting off of the elevator and I can hear her screams. Like, she sounds like she's delivering a baby, and it's kidney stones or ovarian cysts.
yeah.
And I'm like, what are you going to do to help her? And then after she passed the kidney stones and like pretty much got rid of the cysts because of the herbal healing, you
Mm,
understand what I'm saying? She was still having like some discomfort in her tubes, like aching and stuff, because of the scar tissue was wrapping around a live fallopian tube. But
wow.
when we got there, they told her, oh, we might as well just take that tube. Why? If it's air flowing through, it's still alive. I say, okay, well, when you take it, can you put it in a jar and give it to me? Oh, no, we can't do that. Why? Why
Oh,
can't you? It's hers. It belongs to her. Why can't she take it home with her? I don't understand that. I remember I got a tooth pulled and I was like, can I have it? And they was like, no. Why? What are you doing with it?
right, and it belongs to me. And
It's
that's
mine.
and it speaks to even in childbirth, like them keeping the placenta and all of those things.
And
And
if
I
you want to store cord blood, you have to pay for it. But when y'all take it, y'all sell it and get money for it. But
might
I can't just keep it
have
here.
my
I
own.
can't take it with me. I can't what? No. I'm having my baby at home.
Yeah. And that just segues us into like, what was your introduction into the work that you're beginning to do now with the doula work and the midwifery studies, and what was the segue into supporting mothers?
Okay, so I went through a very abusive relationship myself, and it led me to my teacher, my preceptor, who is Gianna Hodges, who you all will meet later.
Yeah.
Um, but so it kind of started off as a friendship, and mind you guys, I never picked up the child care stuff since high school. I left all that alone and started tending to myself, learning myself. And she kind of was like, once I moved to Pittsburgh, she was kind of like, you'd be a great doula. She's like, do you want to be trained as a doula? And I was like, sure, because there was a time in my life where I thought I was barren and infertile. I couldn't conceive. You understand? So though I have no children, I have, miscarried twice. And I think that I would be an asset to these women, just because of the herbal knowledge that I had. Not only the caring, nurturing, healing personality of myself, being able to read a room, and also having this mama bear energy, like you're not gonna play with her, you're not gonna disrespect her, tell her what she needs to know. You know what I'm saying?
Very much so.
Yeah, all the while being able to have the ability to clear traumatic energies away from the whole party, meaning the partner, the mom, and the baby. You understand what I'm saying? With my beautiful drum,
Yes.
with my beautiful drum here.
Oh my gosh, we might have to
Um,
tap that a bit.
mm-hmm.
Yes.
Um, with the drum, while Ivy, my partner, is alongside me doing energetic Reiki. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like both on mom and baby. And we also offer massage for mom and baby and partner too, if they want it. You understand? So it kind of moved from me being doula to her now, like, no, you're not a doula, you're a midwife. You're a mini me, like you're a midwife, you're way too well, like I feel like I can throw you into a birth and be like, you got it. I'm
Yeah.
like, but don't do that though,
Not
because I don't. She's like, no, I know there's medical things you need to know, but when it comes to taking care of a person, you have everything down pat. She's like, so all I have to do is pretty much teach you how to take vitals and how to weigh the baby and how to do the funnel massage, stuff like that. So it moved from me just being doula to me being her assistant to me being a montrice, which is the doula the midwife that goes ahead of the midwife. So I do everything and she does nothing but catch the baby.
Yes, yes, yes. So you said a lot with that, and I definitely want to kind of just kind of give the viewers just some background into the healing work and the services that you provide, because I think it is such an added value to everything that you do and how
Yeah.
interconnected it all is. So I know you mentioned the drum and just a lot of like the transformational work that you are already doing with women.
Yes. Well, I find that, from working on myself, that I might get a little emotional.
That's
But
what we do.
I find that a lot of problems that I had with people wasn't really with people, but it came from my star player. And it's not that I had a problem with myself, it was just that, where did that 6-year-old little girl go that had no care in the world, who just wanted to love and heal everybody? When did she become so closed off? When did she become so biased or catty, if you will?
Yeah. Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So I had to reflect on myself, and once I did, I realized, whoa, it's not me. It was the conditioning or the things that was projected upon me, because society could not stand or could not understand what and who I am. So why should I change? Because I make you uncomfortable. Just the same way that I was checking myself because everybody outside myself made me uncomfortable. It's the same way that you should check yourself. Okay, why do I feel that way when she said that to me? Is it because, she's really disrespecting me? Or is this coming from a place where she's just trying to help me and it's just constructural criticism?
Right, right,
you
right.
know so I realized that a lot of people go through things where it's people going like this at them from childhood all the way up to adulthood, and it spills over into relationships to we're not even us anymore. We don't know who we are anymore, and we're just living to appease the people outside ourselves. But what about what makes us happy? What about what we want in life? What about who we are and what we desire to do and who we desire to be? And I don't think that who we desire to be will um what's the word, harm society in any way, because us as women are nurturing, us as women are healing, are healers. uh, why, if we weren't supposed to push a baby out, okay, and feed a baby milk from our bodies, why do we have breasts and why are we able to push them out? It is
Mhm.
what's supposed to be done. Don't allow society to tell you all of these things that
Right.
are not true about yourself.
Yeah.
Learn yourself first.
Oh my God. And that is so valuable in so many ways because when a woman is empowered, she's a better partner, she's a better mother. And we when we are developing human beings, the next generation and next generation to be better than we are, then it's absolutely going to make a positive difference in the world in which we live in. So I
I tell my students, I tell my students and my clients all the time, especially those who have children.
Mhm.
They always, pouring into their kids and like breaking their backs for their children. I applaud you. But you have to realize that if you're the one that's doing everything for your children and you have no energy, if you fed the children, right? And then they come to you like, I want what you got too. I want your food too. And you give it to them, knowing they're not hungry. You
Right.
just fed them. You understand what I'm saying? And you haven't eaten for now, it's a week.
Mm.
How are you going to have energy to get up to take care of the children and do what you need to do? You have to boundaries with your kids too. No,
Mhm.
that's
Mhm.
yours. This is mine. Mommy needs me time. I'm going to go sit in the tub. I'm upset with you right now. Give me a minute. You
Mhm.
understand what I'm saying? Like boundaries with children too. Everybody and everything outside yourself.
Mhm, mhm. No, no, absolutely. So can you kind of share what are the things that you offer? Like if someone wants to go to your site or, get in contact with you, what are some of the things that
Well, congratulations to me. I just upgraded, finished doing readings. I'm not doing mediumship readings or tarot readings anymore. Though I am a medium, I speak to spirit if those don't know what that is.
Mhm.
I also offer sound healing with the drum. This handpan drum here, I play with that and remove traumatic blockages, and sometimes just lull you to sleep or just listen to it when you want to meditate or anything. You can find that on Patreon.
Yes.
And I also make salves. I make like 13 different salves. I
Okay.
make over like 20 different oils. These oils are charged
Mhm.
with energies, the make money flow in, to clear your mind. I make all kinds of stuff, things for love,
Mhm.
um, stuff like that. The salves can be used head to toe.
Love it.
Okay, the base of it is extra virgin olive oil.
Mhm.
It's all natural. You can use it on a newborn.
Nice.
Okay. What else? I do offer shamanic healing as well, a shamanic cleansing ceremony where I come in or you come to me and I cleanse your soul. So I cleanse away karma, help you rewrite your karma, help you shed um, those traumatic experiences that you had ever in life.
Yeah.
What else do? I do so much.
I know.
I also do money rituals, love rituals, protection rituals. So I'm pretty much just all about health and a spiritual, physical, mental, and emotional aspect. I just want to help everybody be the best them that they can be, so that we all can work together and heal what's going on this planet.
Planet. Indeed, indeed. And I truly appreciate the understanding of the whole mind, body, spirit, emotion, everything that is involved. And especially when we, focus that on birth, or and women's health in general, to be able to have that all encompassing, and it's always energy, right? Everything goes
Mhm.
back to that. It's what we're dealing in is energy. What we're cleansing and clearing away is energy, and how think
Yes.
impacts how you feel.
Because I think that what women don't know is this cool fact I didn't really know about, is that your grandmother carried you.
Yes.
We develop, not
Yeah.
produce, we develop eggs at
All
a
of it.
very young age. So babies have eggs in them.
Yeah, like
So that
5 months.
means,
Mhm.
yes. So
I get
that means they're carrying their whole lineage already. So whatever they go through, that baby that they give birth to has already absorbed that energy, and so forth and so forth and so forth. So when we're here, we really have this big old hunch
weight,
of stuff
right?
on our shoulders that we didn't have anything to do with. We
Mhm.
don't know anything about. We don't know why we like this. We don't know why we feel like this. So
Yeah.
it's really important for us in this day and age to start clearing that away now, so
Yeah.
that before we conceive, that our babies don't have to step into so much. You understand what I'm saying? Even if you have work to do still, they don't have to step into so much in
Yeah.
that womb. You understand what I'm saying? And then
Absolutely.
once they grow, or once you are already impregnated, you can still cleanse and heal, because that baby has eggs. That baby has already consumed what was going on. You understand what I'm saying? So I think I'm very, very, very lucky to have this opportunity to heal traumas from decades ago
Yes.
through
Yeah.
women and babies, so that these babies can be born healed.
Yes.
Like, that's so much better. Be
Yeah.
born healed, and
Yeah.
be born to a healed set of parents,
Oh
so
my.
that they don't project things onto you and make you go into this ball, or forget who you are, who you really are.
Yes. Yes. And that again is powerful, like you said, to the vulnerability of being pregnant. The child absorbs everything, every conversation, every mood change, all of the energy, and the fact that we do that generational, like I know what my grandmother experienced when she was
Mm-hmm.
pregnant with my mother, right? So that means that off the rip, I have that energy that I got to clean up and clear
Yep.
away. And it also points back to, okay, well, this might be why I respond to things in a certain way, because
Mm-hmm.
of that experience that, I might not be consciously aware of, but on a subconscious level. So when you're
And then
doing,
you saying that make me, if I literally, like, sorry, it's that psychic stuff, had a flashback of you, your mom, and your grandmother in a house. Like, you were sitting in the dining room and they were like in a kitchen, and you can see them like talking back and forth.
Mhm.
And it was kind of like, to you, like, because I'm you looking through this, you're like, wow, so she went through everything that she went through, and I can understand why my mom is the way that she is, because grandma went through the stuff that she went through. It was a certain way that she was through life, and she raised my mother in a certain light and did certain things to my mom.
Yeah.
So now she is the way that she is, and then my mom didn't do what she needed to do, so now it's built up in me, and it goes on and
And
on.
that's the cycle, and that's the work, right? And when you
Yep.
have that awareness, then you understand it's not necessarily a daunting task, but it is the work that needs to be done. So you have that awareness, you understand where it came from. So now, how can I be different?
Mm-hmm.
How can I be different? How can I release that and let that go? So my daughter and my granddaughter are
Mm-hmm.
working on some other thing to elevate us as opposed
Right.
doing the same old thing. So that energy work that you're doing, especially even pre-conception, even before you even think about getting pregnant, the work that you're doing with these women is significant in what our future generations look like.
Mm-hmm.
So I find that to be, just so valuable and so phenomenal. It's like time goes by so fast. So I want to make sure before we go that people know how to get in touch with you. Know if do you have any services that they can connect with virtually, or there are things that you're doing in person. If you could just share that information and your contact information.
Okay. You can always email me at masterkali222 at gmail.com. That's masterkali222 at gmail.com. You can follow me on Instagram at Infinite Energy. It's here, darling.
Oh, that's
Infinite, INNERGY, Infinite Energy. Okay, that's on Instagram, infinite dot energy. I'll pop right up. You'll see my Elegua head. You'll see red and black. Okay. Um, what else? High Priestess Kali as well on Instagram. If you want to follow me there, you can find my website link in both of those bios for access to the salves, soaps, teas, baths, and services that I provide.
excellent. And we're going to type it all in the description. That way, people, if you didn't catch it, you don't have to rewind it. Just go click the link, get exactly where you need to go so that you can, tap into this valuable information.
These mugs are for sale too.
Yes. And the art too, because that's another
Yes.
healing part of you. Like the things that you
Yeah.
create are amazing. So I definitely want people to be able to go to the website to see those things. There's t-shirts, there's
Yeah.
mugs. Catch
Because
the
it's
video.
really, it's really, it's not, we not feminists, but we like pro feminine energy over here
Oh,
because
absolutely.
women always be like, shh, being told, shh, don't say that, act like a lady. Well, what is a lady supposed to act like? Because, we dominant too, we don't always have to shut up. We have things to say. We have minds. We
Yeah.
think. We have emotions and feelings, and we should be able to express them. So a lot of the things that I provide when it comes to my art is very daring, if you will.
It is
Just giving you all a heads up.
yeah,
Yes.
it definitely pushes the envelope.
Yes, it does. When I wear my hoodies and stuff at the mall and in the store, people be looking at me like, and then I have this red hair. So I be walking around and they be looking like, what does that say? It says what you think it does.
But it is definitely a conversation starter. So, and then you can enlighten people. That's a way to kind of just bring it
I
full.
feel good about my stuff. I went into Zoomies.
Mm-hmm.
And the lady that worked in Zoomies was like, we don't have that. We should have that. I went to an art gallery, and the guy who owned the art gallery was like, that's so hard that it glow in the dark.
Okay. I love it. I love it. Yes. So please definitely check out all the links. Get in touch. I mean, your energy comes through. So if y'all feel like I feel, definitely get in touch with Kali Matiti. It is well worth it. There's just such a wealth of resources and services and products that can add value. I am appreciative of you taking the time out to have this conversation. I know we will have many, many more. Want to definitely check in on your journey as a midwife and where that's going. Yes.
Of course. I'm going to be the traveling midwife.
And there you have it.
Y'all
So
can book me and I can come to you.
there
Oh,
you go. So reach out, get in touch, get connected. And please share because there's so much value in this information. It can resonate with you and so many others. So continue to share this information, utilize the links, get in touch. Let's stay connected. I appreciate you so much, my sister.
no, I appreciate you for having me. I enjoyed it very much.
Good. Well, that's it for us. And we'll see you all next week. Thank you for being here at Labors of Love podcast. Peace and blessings, family.
Bye.